Welcome back to another episode of the Becoming a Better You podcast. Once again, I'm your host. It's your boy, Coach Paul, coming live and direct from our private training facility in Hayward, California to bring you more value, to serve you. And today what we're going to talk about is overcoming negative self-talk and building confidence and self-esteem. Because so many of us struggle from that negative self-talk, and that negative self-talk is bringing you down. It is destroying your confidence, and it is lowering your self-esteem. Now, as a coach, I've seen how negative self-talk can completely sabotage our efforts towards health, towards wellness, towards personal development, and growth. So we want to tackle that issue head on. My goal is to help you overcome that negative self-talk, just like I've been able to overcome that negative self-talk, and how to beat it down when it arises, because guess what? No matter how much work you have done, negative self-talk will come through, but you need to be focused on what it takes in order to be successful. So first off, let's understand what negative self-talk is. And negative self-talk is an inner dialogue that criticizes and doubts your abilities and worth. This is the conversation you have within your own head that's telling you you can't do something. Some of these common phrases that you might find here during that negative conversation is, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'll never succeed. When it comes to the fitness industry, I'll never lose weight. I don't have enough time. I'm not worthy of it. Everyone else is more important to me. And it's important for you to understand and recognize this negative self-talk, because once you understand it, once you recognize it, you can start to address it, because that is going to impact your mental and physical health. The way we talk to ourselves internally, externally, all of that will affect your mental and physical health. So now let's start off first by becoming aware of that inner dialogue. Take a moment to really think about how you talk to yourself. Ask yourself, would you talk to your best friend like that? Would you talk to your kids like that? So many times we find ourselves saying things like, I'm so stupid, or I can't do this, or I'm a failure, I'm a loser. Have you ever said that to yourself? I know I sure as hell have. I want you to start to pay attention to the thoughts that arise when things are challenging, when things are hard, because life is not always easy. And when things get hard, I want you to ask yourself, how am I talking to myself? And if my best friend or my kid came to me and they were struggling, they're going through some hard stuff, would I tell them they're stupid? Would I tell them they're dumb? Would I tell them they're fat? Or would I support them and love them and help them overcome whatever struggle they're facing? And then the easiest way for you to identify this self-talk and then change the self-talk is to keep a journal. Keep a journal, your notes folder on your phone. If you have an iPhone, I don't know if Androids have a notes folder or not. They probably do. I'm pretty sure Androids do. I have an iPhone, and I know on my phone, I have a notes folder. So keep a journal to keep track of these negative thoughts and patterns, right? Write them down when they occur, and also write down like what's happening. Why are they showing up right now? What it is that's going on in your life that's causing this to arise, and you'll be able to start to see these things. And from there, you'll be able to identify patterns. And that right there is the first step towards changing them. Your first step towards changing those negative self-talks is to determine where those patterns are, why it's coming up, and then you can start to make some changes. Now, once you've identified those negative thoughts, it's important for you to start to challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or assumption? Am I really stupid? Am I really fat? Am I really dumb? Am I really a failure? Or is this one thing I struggle with right now? And if it's one thing I struggle with right now, what can I do to change that? And then replace those thoughts. Instead of saying things like, I can't do this, say, I am capable and strong. Or even one of my favorite words is the word yet. I can't do this yet. Because you can do it if you truly want to. You can accomplish anything in your life. I am a testament. Everyone I bring on my podcast is a testament. Everyone that I work with is a testament. You are a testament that you can overcome hard things. And when you become able to overcome those hard things, you're going to see that you are capable. You are strong. You just haven't been able to do it yet. And then start to find that evidence to support your positive thoughts. Ask yourself, okay, in the past, have I succeeded in certain areas of my life? What strengths do I have that have helped me overcome troubling times? And when you're able to reflect on your past, and just because right now something is hard and you're not able to do it right now yet, Have you been able to do something hard in the past? Have you overcome something hard in the past? Whether that was an emotional state, whether that was a physical state, whether that was something you did externally outside of yourself or something internally you did, were you able to overcome something hard? And if you did, then you can start to replace those negative thoughts and remind yourself what exactly you are capable of. Because I can be 100% honest with you right now. Sometimes I still struggle with this shit. And I work really hard on my personal development. I work really hard on ensuring that my mindset is strong. It's part of my M3 coaching, mindset, metabolism, muscle. Mindset is the foundation of my coaching program because I understand the shift that must happen for all of us in our mindset in order to be successful at anything in life. And sometimes for me, things show up in life and they're hard. And the reason why they're hard is because I've never done them before. Because building a business is not easy, because building a relationship with someone is not easy, because having kids is not easy. These are all things that are new for me in my 30s that I'm grinding these things out. And guess what? Sometimes I doubt myself, but now I found these patterns. I say, okay, when this happens, I think this, and I need to change that thought process to remind myself that getting off of heroin was hard. Getting off of meth was hard. Getting out of prison was hard. Getting out of the gang lifestyle was hard, but I did all of that, so I can definitely do this. And by doing this, you're going to start to build that confidence and self-esteem, because confidence and self-esteem requires consistent effort and self-compassion. So when you set small, achievable goals, you will build momentum and you'll build a sense of accomplishment. When you know, okay, I was just talking to someone the other day and she's like, I want to lose 100 pounds. Awesome. Let's start by losing 20 pounds. Let's start by losing 10 pounds. Let's lose 5 pounds in the next 4 weeks. And then we can go 5 pounds the following weeks. Maybe we can get 10 pounds in a month. Maybe we can get 20 pounds in a month. I don't know, but let's not worry about the big picture of losing 100 pounds. Now let's worry about what we got to do right now. When we set those small achievable goals, we're able to build momentum. And when we build momentum and we succeed in those small achievable goals, we build that sense of accomplishment. And when you build that sense of accomplishment and you celebrate those successes, no matter how small they may be, you acknowledge those efforts and the progress you've made, you're able to start to build that confidence and that self-esteem, and you start to believe in yourself. And when you start to believe in yourself and those thoughts come back, because I'm telling you, just because I'm talking about it right now, just because you do the work, just because you get rid of them for X amount of days or months or years, they do come back. They always come back. It's human nature. Our brains are made to protect us. And therefore, those thoughts are going to come because it's something hard. And our brains don't want us to do hard things because it's protecting us from pain. But if you acknowledge those efforts, acknowledge that progress, and you realize you've really been able to do a lot in your life. You really have overcome a lot of things that were difficult. And when that happens, you can build that confidence and self-esteem. And then practice self-compassion. This is so important. I want you to understand. Be hard on yourself. I'm hard on myself for sure, but I'm compassionate as well. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would treat a friend, you would treat your kids, you would treat your parents, your sister, your brother, whoever. When you make a mistake, it's okay. Avoid that harsh criticism and instead remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. It's a part of learning. And when we learn to accept those mistakes and learn from them, we become better over time. This podcast is all about becoming better. And by overcoming negative self-talk, by learning how to grow because of your mistakes, I've made a lot of mistakes. Trust me and believe me, I've grown a lot because of it. And you too have made mistakes. And if you use those mistakes as fuel to help you grow, learn, and go, guess what? You'll make less mistakes over time, or even better, you'll make different mistakes and keep learning. Practicing that self-compassion by taking care of your physical and emotional needs is going to be key. Take care of yourself physically. Take care of yourself mentally. Take care of yourself emotionally. Take care of yourself spiritually, whatever that looks like for you. And guess what? You're going to start to have more compassion for yourself because you're going to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you take care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself, you love yourself. And it becomes this beautiful circle. Make sure you're engaging in activities that bring you joy, bring you relaxation, and bring you growth. And then surround yourself with positivity. You're here on one of my social media channels watching this live and direct, or you're watching this later on. You're listening to this podcast on Apple or Spotify. You are here because you know I'm going to deliver a positive message of growth and abundance and becoming better to you because I am consistently on this mission to become better myself. And when you surround yourself with supportive and positive influences, such as friends, family, or communities such as this, it will uplift you and encourage you. And if you uplift yourself and encourage yourself enough, and you surround yourself with enough positivity, enough love, enough peace, you will continue to engage in those positive activities that make you feel better about yourself. And then you'll be able to overcome that negative self-talk because you've developed that confidence and that self-esteem and that love for yourself. One of the biggest techniques I found while growing as a human being, learning how to overcome negative self-talk, is to limit my exposure to negative influences. And when I say limit my exposure, I mean I'm cutting people off. If you are a negative influence, right? Whether that's a person, that's someone on social media, that's an environment. I don't go to places that are negatively affecting my mind state. I don't hang out with people that negatively affect my mind state. I don't even follow people on social media that negatively affect my mind state. Look, if you say some stuff I don't agree with and I think, I don't like that, I don't agree with this thought process, if you have hatred in your heart, if you are always complaining about how horrible your life is, if you have so many issues going on that it's affecting me, I won't surround myself with people like that, and neither should you. Anyone that's creating negativity in your life should be cut off immediately. Engaging in activities that promote positivity, such as reading inspirational books, listening to motivational podcasts. Hopefully this is one of the ones you listen to, practicing gratitude, journaling. All of these positive activities can help you grow as a human being. And as you continue to grow, guess what happens? The negative influences in your life will start to go away and the positives will be attracted. You'll be in alignment with what you're supposed to be, and you'll start to surround yourself with more positive people. Now, one of the hardest things for me, but I want to suggest it to you still because it is an important factor to keep in mind when we're overcoming negative self-talk, is practicing mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation can help you become more aware of your thoughts and develop a non-judgmental attitude towards them. If you're able to sit back and imagine and see those thoughts, see as they come up, and not be judgmental, but rather understand them better, as you understand those thoughts, especially that negative self-talk, you're able to grow because of it. And if you pay attention to the present moment without judgment, without negative thoughts, and you notice those thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them, you can start to focus on self-love and acceptance, which can help you combat that negative self-talk. And then one thing I have done a lot in my life that I have found to be so incredibly helpful in my self-help, my personal development, and my growth is creating a personal affirmation routine. Create a routine that has positive affirmations. Write them down, reflect on them, and even say them out loud. I used to say this all the time. Every morning, part of my morning routine, I had 5 affirmations I would see every day. Say, I'm an amazing human being that's worthy of love. I am an amazing father figure to Kai and Rohan. I am the #1 online fitness coach for moms and motivational speaker for at-risk youth. I am full of love, integrity, and guidance. I am absolutely beautiful. I used to say this every single day until I believed it. Now I believe it. I don't have to say it every day because I know these things are true. I know everything I just told you is true because it works. Because I've come from a lifestyle, from a background where people don't make it out, where negativity is a part of it. And you know what? When I changed that mindset and I shifted those negative self-talks, life has become exponentially amazing. Repeat those affirmations daily, especially when things are challenging, and make sure you focus on visualization as you do it. Picture yourself achieving those goals and living life confidently. As always, I hope that this podcast episode brought you so much value. My goal is to consistently bring value and help you become a better version of yourself. Today, we talked about overcoming negative self-talk. And if you take a moment to listen to this podcast or watch this video again and take notes on what we talked about, you will continue to grow as a human being and become your best self. We discussed understanding and identifying the negative self-talk. We talked about the challenging those negative thoughts. We talked about building confidence and self-esteem, practicing self-compassion, surrounding yourself with positivity, mindfulness, meditation, and creating a personal affirmation routine. And all of these things added to your life will ensure your continuous growth, will ensure that the person you are today is better than the person you were a year ago, and the person you will become a year from now will be even better. Remember, overcoming self-talk, especially negative self-talk, it's a journey. It requires patience, requires persistence, requires resilience. Okay. It's not always going to be easy. This stuff still comes up. Life still shows up. Things still get hard. But you can do this. Remember, it's all about shifting that mindset. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My M3 program for moms is all about mindset, metabolism, muscle. We shift the mindset and build that strong foundation. We get you in the right program structure and eating so that your metabolism is boosted and you're burning more calories, specifically fat. We build lean muscle so you can be toned and strong for you and your kids. At Becoming a Better You, my goal is to help you become a better you. I love you all. Peace, love, rock and roll. Have a great rest of your day.